Hello, everybody, and welcome to, our World of Darkness game, where we are, I'm not, but they are, and I'm in the center of everybody. I love this. Look at this. I am in the dead center. I've got two below me, two above me, and I am still the king of all. But anyway, moving on to a few things. So welcome to what is the last game we will ever play in the month of September, because September ends in a few days.
Unless
So,
we get one in for tomorrow.
We'll have to wake
Oh,
that
yeah.
one dude up.
all right. So anyway, before we continue, we are going to give a good slight introduction to all the characters here, and we are definitely going to be getting into the month of Halloween, which actually begins in a few days. Woo! Halloween. Who likes Halloween? Anyone?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm more of a horror all year round kind of person.
I prefer to pronounce it Samhain, but then again, I'm a traditionalist.
Samhain, Hallows Eve, Spooky Month. It's all the same. It's wonderful.
Okay. You guys all rolled nothing, no dexterity checks, so you guys got sucked out into space somehow, and when you're on Earth, that's weird, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, so which game are
A
we
random
playing
black
again?
hole opened up and sucked us all out.
Waiting for that one.
A roaming black hole came and sucked us in.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. All right, I'm gonna have everyone go around the table, and I'm gonna call out your name, and you're gonna say hello to our audience, give your name and your character's name, and then that's it. And then we're gonna move on to the next person. And no, don't give something a little bit about yourself. We already know about your character. So moving on to our first one is gonna be Colin. Colin.
Hi, I'm Archer Colin, and I'm playing Mike Ravenwolf, who is an academic.
All right,
Specifically.
Chris.
I am Spartacus, and I am playing Zach Grimes. And he is just a regular student who is just here for extra credit.
All right, Tails.
Hey guys, I'm Tails. I am playing Jeffrey Yellow Blossom, the group cynic. He is currently somewhere on the cusp, I think, of maybe buying into this, but at the same time he is completely lacklusterly disproving of the party's current morbid enthusiasm. And that's where we're at.
All right, and Witch King.
Hello, I am the Witch King of Samra, and I am playing Allison Blackwell of the Blackwell family, which is a name I keep picking for most of my characters, and I don't know why. It sounds cool. So she is a ghost hunter and an amateur writer. She's 21. She's at the same university that everyone else is at. She's also a bit of a weirdo occultist. And a hacker.
Nice. Well, before we continue here, shit, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Tabletop Junkie. I am the host and the storyteller tonight, and also the writer of this story that we are currently playing. And this is a homebrew story, as most of my stories are. Currently working on some things for the future, so that way we're going to see some more stuff going forward. So let's begin. Real quick, we're just going to do a small recap near the end, where we covered a few theories as to what could be going on around here. A couple theories you guys came up with while you're okay. So the reason for your EMF readers could be exposed electrical wiring. So there's a theory with that. There's also a theory that the ghosts you're really seeing, because you haven't really had any physical contact or anything like that, anything beyond a few visual effects. You think in light fragments of the ghosts could be generated by projectors, but you don't know if there's any projectors around, as well as mixed with an hallucinogen of some kind. Or another working theory is carbon monoxide poisoning inside the mall. Now, you guys are leaning towards the carbon monoxide poisoning because you actually just had a guy who just woke up after 24 hours of sleep. over 24 hours of sleep. And that would be Jeffrey Yellow Blossom, who's just now waking up and is feeling a little groggy from sleeping damn near over 24 hours. However, the one working theory that you're definitely for sure on is that you guys are pretty sure you're not alone. You're not sure if it's ghosts or if there's someone else in the mall with you that is screwing with you guys, and is also inducing drugs and whatnot. Now I allowed you guys to actually come more into this, so unfortunately you guys actually did burn out some time resting. So unfortunately we are going to begin with the sun is already going down. You guys haven't had much time to get ready because you guys have actually invested most of your day into coming up with these theories and discussing and actually thinking really, really hard about the possibility. So, but you're not quite going dark yet. So you do have about we're gonna say less than an hour, maybe about mostly 30 minutes to get ready and to do whatever else you guys want to do. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start around. What is gonna be the first thing you guys do before we begin? The night's investigation of ghosts.
Wake up and eat.
Oh yeah, you're definitely doing that. What are you eating?
MREs.
Okay, if you want to have that. But I think I'm going to have a ham sandwich.
I'm just going to smash out one of the MREs and check my equipment over, see if anything got meddled with or touched with, and then prepare to go to the utility rooms.
All right. So the utility rooms, huh? Okay, give me a second.
Yes, that has been his theory since my last session, and with all this ridiculousness and these tomfoolery, that's his reporting idea.
What kind of utility rooms are you going to be looking for? If you don't mind me asking, like what are you looking for in these utility rooms? Like
you told me specifically. You told me it was a rather large mall.
Yes.
And most buildings either have a central hub for processing power, water, communications, or they have a couple of sub rooms to manage those, that, or they have both. They have a main one and then the other rooms. And he is going to vet out any possibility that new wires and other new fixtures and such have been introduced to this place to prove that his running theory of the 3D projectors mixed with the hallucinogens, because it's just, no, these people are just a bunch of overzealous children, and they are buying into whatever BS is being thrown their way, and this is the most logical course of action to disprove.
So you actually, we're gonna split. Oh, for God's sake, give me 1 second. I dropped my papers.
We are highly organized individuals, people. We know what we're doing.
Okay, all right. So you actually find out that the entire section D. So since you were investigating this, you actually ended up looking on the map and found out that most of all section D are additional rooms. Like they have displays in there, but it's actually just a long hallway for customers. And then there's a few stores, but you actually see on the map, like it says employee sections on the map of the mall. So you actually begin exploring those sections, of which we will get to in a little bit. But you're going to spend a lot of time in there because it is a very large part for just one person. All right, so we've got Chris having ham sandwich. What's Chris's character's name? Zach having a ham sandwich. We got Jeffrey exploring section D of the mall. He will be lost most of the night. And then we have what's Ravenwolf doing? I haven't quite got his actions yet.
At the moment, I think, drumming up the energy to actually get something to eat, somewhat hot, because hot food is always a good start. Coffee, and then might want to see if there's anything more I can find about the any more traumatic events in the history of this place, because it seems that that's part of the key is whatever it is.
All right, so as you're actually Googling this, so you're getting something hot to eat, and you begin Googling traumatic events in the Detroit area. And unfortunately, it comes out with a number of results that it cannot calculate through the system.
I do just want to ask, have I departed yet? Because there was something I meant to say to Allison. I didn't know I'd be running right off right away.
Not yet. You can still be eating the MRE.
Okay. So
all this is to take time.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, while eating and just discussing it and walking over the equipment, I just look at like Allison and I said, "You, goth band groupie wannabe tech kid."
That was very specific and
like pointing across the way at the.
Oh, I know he's not talking to me.
Yeah.
Allison looks around. She's not wearing any black clothing or has black makeup.
I'm just like, I don't know much about these computer things. I do it by the book, by the file, hard copy. But, you know what? I'm just going to tease. I'm going to tease and lean into this running idea of yours as a fanatic. Would you cross-reference the locations, the time and dates of where these people died and where they resided, and see if it lines up anything on a map?
Oh, totally.
Now that's something we didn't think to do.
That's a good idea there.
Yeah,
Jeffrey, you should get a job as a police officer.
I'm a detective.
I was about to say it's almost like you were a detective.
No, he's an actual detective. I was going to say.
I know.
That was the joke.
I was about to say it's almost as if you were a detective or something, officer.
I guess that flew over all of our heads. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, I tend to be very deadpan. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
All I can say is if at the end of the day you turn around and say, "I've got just one more question," I would definitely listen to what your question is, officer.
Okay, good, because I have just one more question. Are you a believer in this? Waves his hand in the air like circling.
Are you talking to me?
No, to Machiavelli.
Yeah,
oh, because I totally am.
Close up to a different character.
Macroft. There we go.
I say Machiavelli's not far off. Yes. I don't know exactly what is out there. I fully respect your skepticism, and indeed, that is, I think, the correct attitude. I have had experiences and stories come down my family.
Well, you understand.
But
my grandparents came across, the ocean, and I had to grow up with tales of Onis and maleficent spirits or malicious spirits in the closets, luring men to their doom to feast on their souls. So, yes. After a while, you learn to draw a line between the rationale and the irrational.
I think a large part of those stories are our ancestors trying to explain what was happening in the world around them. How much of that may be to something. You look at what scientists today tell us, that they know what 25% of the matter in the universe is. They don't know what 75% of the universe is. They come up with terms like dark matter, dark energy, because they don't know. Current scientific observations doesn't tell us everything. I know of several different theories which, if you are prepared to, if your worldview permits you to accept the basic idea, which could explain these things as psychic residues or whatever. You must have seen a few things in your life as a homicide detective, I'm sure. We don't know what the mind is. Never mind whatever the religious in mind think the soul to be.
And then he sort of just wipes his face off with the back of his hand and sets his MRE down and like leans across the way and says, "I'm off duty. Have you ever seen a tomato in the morning after the rain? How it's on the vine and just an entire room of people like that, and they try to tell me it was a gas leak. So there's something, but it's not this ghostly supernatural nonsense. But they wanted me to leave because I couldn't prove it to them. So science is always evolving and learning new theories through hypotheses. And one day they'll understand what I'm talking about."
Trust me, detective. My consider what my main area of expertise and knowledge is. We keep changing. You would think the past is set in stone. We keep changing our appreciations of it. If we can't actually all agree on what happened in the past that's already been and gone, how can we necessarily agree with what we see these days? I've not had an experience similar to the one you described, but I've had experiences of my own. I've seen things of my own, and especially here. Tell me, you're thinking along terms of hallucinations, are you not? I think you mentioned.
So far, between what we've seen, I believe, I think there's either a drug in the air or it's paired with a drug and 3D projectors, and ergo why we see one thing, and through the camera, computer tech over there sees balls of light, because it's a distortion of the lens warping the image we see up close, but from that range, it just kind of condenses it. So it would make sense if there's a projector. But to make our minds believe such folly, something would have to weaken our mental defenses, ergo, either hallucinogenic or, as you guys mentioned, for my unconsciousness, potentially CO2 buildup.
My only caveat to the hallucinogenic idea is that there has to. I would suggest, if that's what's happening, something else there as well. Somehow suggesting what those hallucinations are going to be, so that more than one of us see the same thing.
That's where the projector comes in.
Or
so it forces
indeed,
our mind to adapt to this image.
Indeed, your projector theory, something making us susceptible to these perceptions. Although
and he sort of dusts his lap off. That's why I intend to go look at the utility room sometime today. And he starts fixing up his tie.
Yes, but I'm not expressly against this being a stone tape event.
It could
psychic impressions of dead people.
It could be a number of things, and I am quite happy that we have the detective along, because his analytical mind and his skepticism is probably the best way, probably the best anodyne, best counterpart to those of us who do have some belief in this.
That's true.
We are predisposed to see something. We're predisposed to the possibility of something. The detective Jack is not predisposed to it. He's predisposed to look at that from a different point of view, and that can only be a good thing. Hopefully, between us, we will actually at some point come to some distillation of the truth.
Thank you, and I agree.
Okay, so what do we do now?
All right. Well, as you guys had this discussion over your meals, of course, each of you will take your secondary respective actions. Which, Raven Wolf did find, as you guys were discussing, he was looking up for issues or traumatic events that actually happened in Detroit. Um, the Unfortunately, there is an uncalculable amount that has happened in Detroit from when Detroit was first established to present day. And I
Yeah.
do imagine he would refine that search to the mall. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you've turned up anything too much that you could sift through that you've been experiencing other than what you have already turned up. It refining the search to one location did not make the list go down, or it would appear that. Once again, when you calculate your results, the number is astronomically high, and refining it did not lower it at all, or at least to the mind of how a person would look at numbers. It did not. You couldn't tell if it went up or down. So, meanwhile, as you guys are getting ready for the night, down in the command center, Jeffrey did manage to stroll off to Section D, which is actually where a lot of the employee sections are. And Section D does have some things for customers, but a lot of it is the administration office and whatnot. You do make your way through several rooms until you end up in a storage room. You begin looking at the wall panels. I don't know what your academics is like, but you're definitely going to need an intelligence academics roll to see if you know what you're looking as far as exposed. I mean, obviously you could probably tell if a wire is exposed, but like if you can tell if there's power going to it. Yes, give me an intelligence academics roll.
All right, so academics is 0, so it's -3, and my intelligence is 2. So, do I roll an inverted dice or what?
Nope, you roll one dice.
Okay.
And this is considered a luck dice. You're on luck that you are gonna give your best educated guess.
Okay. I'm trying to find the text box. I'll just go to the tabletop spot, I guess. Or D10, right?
Yep, 1d10.
4.
4, that is a failure. You have no idea what you're looking at. However, you're going to spend some time looking at it because not only are you going to check out the electrical, the next thing is going to be your ventilation shafts. You're going to begin checking those. This whole section of the mall for one person to explore is going to take a little bit of time. We're going to cut to the other scene as you're exploring those, but you're not going to end up with any more results than you are. All right, so how is the ghost team currently going to investigate the current day's situations? Like who's holding the camera, who's doing what? You guys explain that to me.
Well, I mean, we all have cameras with us because of the the headsets.
Yep. But who's going to stay in the center and who's going to be exploring the mall?
I guess I'm staying in the center.
Yep. What the command center, remember, has got the 4 monitors that's recording all the footage to see how well it comes through, to see what they can do to clean it up before uploading to YouTube.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to everyone else.
All right. So then I'm assuming we've got Ravenwolf and Zach that's going to be going into the field.
I'd rather not after last night, but I suppose
You don't have to. I'm just assuming. But if you don't want me to assume, you can stay in the center. You tell me what your characters are doing. You tell me what's going on. Is what I'm saying.
That's what Ravenwolf's thinking. After last night, he doesn't really saw a few bits of that.
You mean the last couple days after the last couple events? Yes.
Yeah. Do we think it would be better to go back and check again where we've been, or to check somewhere else?
Well, you're actually going to check somewhere else because as Zach picks up the EMF reader, it's spiking really, really high, and it's spiking towards section C of the mall, which is actually, you guys would be facing section A originally, so it's actually spiking directly behind you.
Spins around. Here we go again.
You guys begin turning everything off that would be generating any small spikes, but as Zach is currently looking at the EMF, once everything gets turned off, it is still spiking high. It is almost like turning anything off would not affect the EMF at all.
Well, that's not good.
Oh,
The closer you get to section C, the higher the meter goes.
I guess we continue to investigate and find out what's going on over there.
So
yep.
you begin walking down section C of the mall, and you actually pass by a couple stores that still has. There's a couple stores that look like they had their signs taken down, and it says available space in the windows. And then you actually finally come up to one store that says sports gear.
Well, I guess we can try to investigate, see if there's anything turned on in the store that would be throwing off the EMF readers.
The sports gear store is more than just a doorway. It actually has glass where it premieres some of the best sports gear of all time, which is the last time it had anything in it was in the 90s. So this is the best sports gear in the 90s. Real quick, before you guys continue inside, I'm going to tell you guys what you see on the glass, if you see anything at all. It's very possible you do not. But I'm going to make the roll because your eyesight will be able to see it perfectly fine. It just depends on what I roll to see if it's projected perfectly fine. Seven. Okay. 1, 2, oh. So the EMF reader is still spiking, but nothing is currently on the glass. You notice that there is a drop in temperature.
Have we had that before?
No, you have not.
I didn't think so. That's new. Have we got anything which will actually? Hold on. Have you got an app? Have any got an app on their phone that will actually confirm what the temperature is?
Actually,
or any other device to detect temperature?
Actually, you would have a device that would detect the current room temperature, which would be a function on the EMF reader. You can switch it from EMF to temperature because it's a nice high-grade digital courtesy of Truly Yours, Allison Blackwell.
Mm-hmm. We even have an Ovilus.
So it's actually dropped 10 degrees.
The
current room temperature dropped from about 75 down to 65.
So it's an actual temperature drop, not just something that we think we felt.
As you guys enter in the sports gear store, you notice that they have bats, shirts, and you feel a breeze.
You said sports centre, and despite the fact we just went to sports, when you said bats, I imagined flying mammals for a second, and I realised what you meant.
This isn't a 50s horror movie. Not yet, anyways.
No, but I mean,
and
bats.
they're not just any ordinary bats. They're the funky, cartoonish ones that you see in 50s horror movies.
Yeah.
Allison is gonna notice that as Ravenwolf and Zach enters the store, the video is becoming to be static and keeps going.
Hey guys, can you adjust your camera? It's going static for me.
They can't
Would we
hear
at
you.
all hear that? No, okay.
Nope. You hear static. All you hear is.
Okay, first thing, take one step back, bangs head against the wall as if he was in an alien movie. Just, Miss Blackwell, can you hear us?
Static.
She hears nothing but static.
Can they hear me, or do they hear static as well?
Everyone hears static.
Okay.
Right.
Actually, no. They hear static. You hear nothing.
Oh.
But your radio is on, and it's fully charged.
But can we tell from the static if the static is the static constant, or is it only when one of us tries to use the comms?
It's constant. Once she stops trying to communicate with you guys, it goes away.
Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to try something. I don't know if it'll work, and it probably won't work if Miss Blackwell doesn't have the education. But I'm going to say into my mic exactly like this. Long, short,
Nope.
short.
She hears nothing.
Long. Yeah, I know she's not involved, but I'm. What I'm trying to do is send SOS as static. My theory. No, okay. My theory being that if what it was if the static is. So this is probably at least in part the player's experience as a radio operator. But if the static was only when she was transmitting, which it not being constant suggests it was, then I may be able to just send static. If all we're getting is static, she may be getting, as far as I know, she may be getting that back from us.
But if you can adjust the frequency of the static, you can communicate.
Well,
The question is, will she understand the static?
Morse code.
I was going to say, if any of us knew Morse code, I mean, most people would probably, I would imagine, even today, recognise. Would they recognise SOS? I don't know. I mean, I like I said, this is an ex-military signaller talking here. But that was my thought. Was that? But we're not. If so,
I'm
then
allowing you to execute that thought. Meanwhile, Zach, your flashlight, all your headset's flashlights, both yours actually, is going off and on, flickering.
Is it going off in Morse code?
No, it is not.
Sorry.
But you do notice there's a young man sitting in front of you. He's got pale skin, bruises, and blood all over him, and he's holding a bat.
Okay, well then I will begin to reach out to touch his shoulder.
All right. I need you real quick, sir. As you're trying to touch his shoulder. Give me 1 second. And meanwhile, Ravenwolf is still trying to send that message.
Oh, okay. Are we actually recording? Do we have recording devices on us? So is our equipment recording, or is it just transmitting back to base?
Actually, believe it or not, you're not sure at this point because everything is going static and whatnot, and you can't communicate. And actually, as it's recording, all Allison is getting is flickers of light, camera, and like nothing even through. There's even no static.
Yeah, but what I mean is functionally, the equipment that we've got, is it designed to record what we're saying and saying as well as send
Yeah.
it back? Or
Yes.
it is, right? Okay.
Yes, but the problem
Right.
is that's all. What you guys don't know is that's all being disrupted.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is great because no, that's okay because in that case, I would also be not being aware it's been disrupted. I would also probably do the running commentary thing if I can.
Okay.
Because on the grounds that even if we're not getting out, it might be being recorded. It might
Right.
just be an interference in the signal.
Chris, I need you to currently give me. Let me see here. I gotta look. Where's my skill list? My skill. Oh wait, that's right. I got like 8 of these panels. You're gonna need to give me a skill list roll, buddy. I know, scary, right? Skill list roll. Oh my god, how would you function? Oh, here we go. Skill list. Chris, give me dexterity plus athletics, please.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep. Oh, and also add your whatever your defense score is, add that many dice per that number. Here's where shit gets real, kids.
Okay, sorry about that. I had
No,
stuff.
not a problem.
So you said dexterity and what else?
Dexterity plus your athletics, and then add the number of dice equal to your defense score to your dice pool.
So 3, 2, and 2.
Everyone seems to have gotten really quiet.
Oh, we're just waiting to see what's gonna happen here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I needed to do 2 rerolls because I got 2 10s.
All right.
1 10 became a 6, and another became a 5. So
those are
I
failures.
got 2 9 8 9 4 10 10 6 5.
Is that all on Discord?
No.
Okay, so you got
1
Two-
2 3 3 successes, 2 10s that need to re-roll, and
3 successes.
yeah.
Because the rerolls weren't that. Okay, awesome sauce. Alrighty, sir. All right, give me 1 second. Let's see here.
Allison is really wise to horror tropes, so because she thinks the ghosts are real, she's not leaving her station.
Sometimes sometimes staying in the same spot is also will kill you too.
Yeah, but like she's not going to stay there the entire time per se. But if she really needs to leave, she will leave. But otherwise, she's staying there.
Maybe too late.
Oh yeah, I know. Our characters may not survive this regardless.
All right, Chris. Oh, for God's sake, where's the one I need?
Worst comes to worst, I could become a geist or a city eater, rather.
All right, Chris, give me real quick. Give me a D8 roll.
A D8 roll.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? Don't even do that. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay.
Because you're reaching your hand out, so this would make better for a story. So what I'm going to tell you next is going to make better for a story. So it'll make sense. All right.
Okay.
Just give me just one hot second. Where is it? Right there. That's right. Okay. All right, sir. All right. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where the fuck is it? Ah, here we go. No, that's not it either. Damn it. Okay, that's not it. All right, Chris. You're going to take... I'm just trying to find where the hell my things are. I had like something set up here, and maybe I got a page. Maybe I got a page turned around, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. All right. So Chris, here is. Oh, you know what? I got it right here. Never mind. Don't even listen to me. All right. So Chris, finally, I get to say this to you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. My freaking book is like all over the place. Oh, here we go. Now,
are you
now
sure?
I finally get. All right. Yes, I'm sure. Chris, here's how you mark this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So, you look at your health bar, right? Yeah. How many dots of health do you have?
7.
7.
No, hold on, scratch that. Sorry. 8.
8? Okay. You're going to take 2 dots of damage. 1 dot of damage is going to be called aggravated damage. So your first dot gets crossed off. That becomes a star. So make a star.
Shit.
I don't know how to make a star on this thing.
Just put it on a piece of paper.
The form fillable character sheet doesn't allow you to add stars to it.
Right. Just put it on a piece of paper.
Okay, there's a star.
All right. Yep, put it on a piece of paper. So you got 1 aggravated damage, and then the second dot is 1 bashing damage.
So I lose 2 dots of health, huh?
Something like that, yes. So you basically got 2 dots of health like covered up, so you got like 6 dots left. By the way, so as you're reaching out to him, he approaches you and starts bashing your arm in that you're reaching him out with a bat.
So I don't even get a chance to even get a danger sense out of this.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you had that. You didn't tell me you had danger sense.
And also brawling dodge as well.
No, not that one. Because you weren't aware of it.
Well, if I'm successful with danger sense, wouldn't I be able to do brawling dodge?
Again, you have to tell me these things prior before going ahead. I mean...
Well, you told me... You didn't tell me that this was going to happen. You just said...
I told you to roll the dexterity athletics check and add your defense. What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. All I'm just saying is that I just was following...
I tell you what. You take this damage this time, and I'll do you something special next time.
Mm-hmm, okay.
All right. By the way, so you don't got a broken arm, but you got a sprained arm, and he's just beating you with a bat. Oh, by the way, Ravenwolf is currently seeing this. He just watches as this guy comes to you and starts beating you with the bat.
No, I use my fast reflexes to grab Chris's character and pull him if I can.
Really? Give me a resolve plus composure roll to see what happens to you, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, and this is no, that's fine. Okay, that's great. Okay. Because I think fast reflexes, mechanics wise, it's only supposed to affect things like initiative, but resolve plus composure. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Because I ain't in a position to hit him with anything, but I can try and get Jack out of the way. Sorry, where were we? Which is the dice one? That one, okay.
Yep, resolve plus composure.
Okay.
I won't make it too difficult.
Uh, 7-6-4-2.
All right. Give me a dexterity athletics roll to grab him and drag him across the floor. And actually, because you're doing that, give me a strength roll as well. Give me no. Let's see. You're already moving fast, but the ghost doesn't have his attention on you. Better yet, give me a strength stamina roll.
Oh, bugger. Actually, no, it's okay. My strength athletics is the same as my strength stamina. Still comes out as the same.
If there's something strange and it don't look good.
Get the fuck out!
Fuck! That's a botch.
Oh, wow, really? Okay.
Well, unless you're going to set it really, really low.
No. No, if it's a botch, it's a botch. What do you
it's
got?
It's a 4, 4, a 2, and a 1.
Oh, no, that's a complete fumble. That's
so
a
that's
complete fumble.
Botch. I think they call them botch in the other one. Yeah.
You want to spend a willpower to roll another dice?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, simply because if I spend a willpower, that's it. I am not doing anything because I will have no willpower left.
Fair enough. All right, that's fine.
I mean, because as far as I'm aware, that effectively leaves me not able to do anything, doesn't it? Pretty much.
No, it just makes you depressed. Doesn't mean you can't do anything. We covered this already.
How many times? I was about to say, how many times we got to cover that one? No, you're just depressed. I have bad news for you, Colin. You will make it through it. Hey, Colin, what's your defense roll?
My defense is 3.
All right, roll 3 dice real quick.
Okay. I'm still trying to get used to the mechanics of this one.
Because, but just roll 3 dice real quick. You still got that botch. You're not helping him out. You're not helping him out, but you are going in on a mess right now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's better. Mm-hmm. 986.
986. You only got 2 successes. All right, so that's fine. So you actually, as you went to go help him out, you didn't see the fact that the ghost had a ball and literally chucked it right at your face.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I trod on it and slipped out. That would be
No. Checked it right at your face. He hits you, and you only take 1 bashing damage to 1 dot.
Okay.
And these are successes. I wonder what would happen if they were failures.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want to. You stupid machine. Okay.
Well, imagine if you would have gotten a botch.
What is it that he's
He probably would be screwed up by now. Worse than you.
Okay. Well, yeah. You let me highlight, but it won't let me.
No, just mark it on a piece of paper. Okay. So bashing damage is a tally mark, just a strike. Like from the right to the left. So just put a slash mark there. You're good.
No, that's
just remember, if you guys have to, just keep your track of your dots somewhere. You're good.
Well, that's really strange. Let me give temporary willpower, but the PDF will not let me actually put anything in.
Right.
It'll let me highlight, but it won't let me actually
just keep track.
Filling it up. Weird. Keep
track of it somewhere else. Let's keep the game moving here. Yeah. All right. So anyway, all right, Chris. It's Zach's turn.
Mm-hmm.
What was that you said about no physical bloody manifestations?
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. I'm being hammered away by a ghost.
You can try and run away.
Mm.
Is it a ghost or is it a person who is
It's-
hiding with us?
That is the question. He has not been able to physically touch this thing yet.
Well,
Right.
given that when I tried to reach out and touch it, he immediately turned around and hit me, so I don't even know if I even
Whoa,
successfully touched it at all.
We're in a sports store.
Yeah.
Grab a bat.
You're in a sports store with bats, hockey sticks,
Chili,
boxing gloves.
surely,
And
surely, no, you saying that? Yes, because I've got a dot in weaponry medieval,
oh my
which
God,
will
I'm
cover
just
things
now
like
realizing this.
swords.
Okay, but no,
But no,
This is a sporting goods store. This is
Hey.
not a medieval store.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying though. Is a bat? I could try and grab a bat and block it. What
Well-
might actually?
Well, great. You'll have to realize that on your turn. Right now, it's Zach's turn.
Yeah, no.
What-
No, so it's funny to.
By the way, what is Allison currently doing? Because she doesn't see any of this going on. She's trying to fix all the computers.
Yeah, she's trying to fix the computers and see if she can diagnose the issue and resolve it, and she is at a loss. So
Give
pretty
me,
soon she's probably going to go to investigate.
give me an intelligence occult roll.
Okay, that is a 6 dice. And can I add my witchcraft specialty to this?
No,
Okay.
not this round. No magic stuff's happening. Well, as far as you know, but
Okay, that is 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you begin wondering if it's truly a paranormal experience that's currently going on here, as all your electronics is currently affected. Even though you probably kept everything off so you could charge the generator, you begin checking the generator that's powering your equipment, and you're also noticing that it's low on electrical power. You begin checking your phone, and you realize you have no cell phone service, no internet, no nothing. And the battery is near dead, even though you charged it the night before.
Okay,
Just to get the charger.
I'm going after the crew.
All right. You grab an EMF reader, and it is on the fritz.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have a dot and firearms. Can I have a firearm with me?
Sure.
I don't know. Can you?
He's the GM.
Sure, you can have a gun.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the gun out of my pack and carry it with me.
Oh, okay. I can't see how this
Just
is not
in
gonna end
case.
badly. Right, fair enough. All right, and as you're running that way, what is Zach currently going to do to get out of the way here?
Well, if you're gonna,
I don't know. Probably try to grab onto something nearby. Anything, if maybe another bat that's nearby, and trying to see if I can take a swing at him, or at least not deflect the bat, so I can have enough time to get up and run away.
Well, you grab you're near a shelf where there's a bunch of bats.
Wonderful.
Great, you grab a bat. All right. So that's what you did. All right, and what's Ravenwolf going to do to help out the situation here?
oh, I'm so.
Besides trying to pick up his nose off the floor.
Well, yeah. I'm so tempted to say, well, if she's got a rifle, if she's got a gun, can I have a bow? But I'm not going to be that silly. No, I think I will
my
again
God.
grab for something I can use. A bat, anything that I can use.
All right, you grab a bat.
Yeah.
Now, because you're not on the floor, I'm going to allow you to grab a bat as a free action, and you'll be able to do
Okay.
one additional action real quick.
What? Okay. This is all happening very quickly, so we're not really going to have time to actually think things through because the player's got an idea which the character wouldn't have necessarily. I'm going to can I delay action and see what Jack does? What Chris's character does, if he backs away or not?
Fair enough. As
Okay,
you watch
if I can do
crazy,
yeah.
scary thing about to take another swing at him, yes.
Yeah, but if I can do that, because then if he backs away and nothing happens, I'm okay. If he backs away and anything comes up, I can maybe help him defend. This is what I'm thinking.
All right, Chris. Now, if you would like, sir, you can roll dexterity plus athletics plus brawling dodge plus your defense. Or if you want to block, it'll be I think that'd be strength plus brawling. Plus your defense.
Which action would be which action is one of the other?
Yeah. Do you want to dodge or do you want to dodging would be dexterity plus athletics plus brawling dodge plus your defense. So you got you got a nice dice pool for that one, depending on what each one is. Like, what's your brawling dodge?
Is a 1.
Okay, so that'd be 1 dot. That'd be 1 dice. Your defense is 2 dice, so that's 3. And I think you get What is your dexterity?
2.
2. So that's 5. And what is your athletics?
3.
So that's 8. So you get to roll 8 dice, or you can roll your strength plus your brawling plus your defense. So defense 2. What's your brawling?
It is a brawl is 1.
Okay, so 2, 1, that's 3, and then what's your strength?
3.
So that's 6. You get 2 more dice if you try to dodge. So you're quicker on your feet than you are strong.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the dodge. So that's about 8, you said?
Yep. I need 2 more. There we go. Okay. What's your total number of successes?
Give me a second here. I'm working on it.
All right.
We need pause music when this happens.
I know, right? I think Chris is using 1 dice. That's the issue. But he's using his spinny dice, his cool ass dice, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't knock him for that.
Yeah.
Well, none of those rolls kind of turned out good for me because I got 2 successes, but I also got 2 1s, and then I rolled a 10, but I rolled a 2 for the reroll.
So you got a complete fumble.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not just no successes. If you 2 1s and 2 10s.
What's up?
You need to just get no successes. You got 2 10s and 2
Yep.
1s. Kept
No, I got 2 successes, and then I got 2 1s, so those 2 successes are out, and then I rolled a 10, and then from that re-roll from the 10, I got a 2.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah, but the 2 doesn't count, so it's not a real fumble or a botch.
Yeah,
it's just a failure. Okay, so Chris, your third dot, here's what you're going to do for it. All right, so you have 1 dot that's completely a star, 1 dot that's a slash mark. Because of this, you're going to move to your third dot and put another star.
shit.
Which is counted as aggravated. That's the max damage you could take per dot. There's 3 levels of damage for each dot. Oh, so but as you're trying to move, he begins whacking your legs with the bat, and he does 1 hard whack on you, and your third dot is going to be a star. So you got 2 aggravated damage with 1 bashing damage.
In that case, I'm going to move in and try to knock the bat or something.
You notice as Zach falls to his knees that he is trying to get away.
Zach is or Ghost is?
Zach. The ghost is actually beating Zach to death.
I was gonna say if you just beat like Zach to like death at least. I was wondering why he was running away.
Well, he's trying to run away. He's trying to dodge the attacks, but it's not working.
No, I was talking about the ghost. I'm like, why is the ghost running away? That's
No, the
it
ghost
just
is not.
confused me.
Yeah. No,
I know,
trying
I
to
know.
run away.
I know.
All right, but it is Zach's turn.
I think you mean it's my turn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was the ghost's turn. Zach was just
Right.
trying to get away.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I see.
It's Zach's
okay.
turn to either attack or keep running.
Wait, I thought we already did that.
No, you did a dodge roll against my attack. Now it is your turn to turn an attack or keep trying to run.
I'm gonna keep trying to run.
All right, give me a dexterity plus athletics roll. Watch, we watched an injured man blow right past Raven Wolf, and Raven was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah. Now Raven was like, "Go."
Get out of here! I got you. Is Raven Wolf going to give the ultimate sacrifice?
I mean, that's more than his other character did, except for a life of service to British Delta Green Pisces.
Wow. Great call, Witch King. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Blackwell, you just got a failing grade.
I got 3 successes.
Okay, so yeah, you're running. You're running. The ghost is not going to pursue you, so you're going to be able to get away. Raven Wolf, what are you doing? You watch
Pulling
on
out as
how
well.
you watch on how Zach climbed to his feet and he's beginning to run away from the apparition or whatever the hell this thing is.
Pulling away as well.
All right, you grab right onto him and you help each other out. Where
Yeah.
you meet Allison Blackwell at the door before leaving the sports store.
What?
I have my gun pointed up, not aimed towards anyone. But guys,
I
what's
would
going
do
on?
that.
You just see Allison with a gun pointing up, like
Oh.
holding it up with her hands.
Close encounter of the third kind.
Really? Aliens?
Well, close, but look at him. Look at me. Look at this. This is the first time they've actually physical contact this time.
As you're
No, they've made physical contact in other cases, just not this one. Wait.
So
No, we didn't.
Zach, what's
Wait.
wrong with you? This is like, she's freaking out.
Why the heck are you holding up a gun?
I didn't know if someone was going to attack us. All
Why
kinds
would
of
you-
suspicious
why-
stuff is happening around here.
Okay, well, why did you think that you needed to hold up a gun? Why
Turn-
do you think that there is any need to do so?
because you were being attacked? I don't know.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
but she wouldn't know that I was being attacked. She couldn't see or
Yeah,
hear
but she
anything.
knows that weird stuff is going on.
And
Yeah.
she thinks that gun was going to do something?
Yeah, potentially.
She panic man in panic mode. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
look
have to
back.
make 100% logical sense.
By the way, as Allison looks behind Zach and Ravenwolf, she sees nothing.
I was going to say, I'm going to look back. Is the ghost still there?
No. And there's
Right.
no ball or bat. I mean, there's bats and balls on the ground.
Right.
And there's
That answers the question that I, as a player, was thinking.
Guys, we should get back to the station because that thing might have been heading towards it.
It would have had to go past us, my dear.
Yep.
Right now, remind me as a player. I don't. Is this not the first time? Is this the first time that we have actually had physical contact with any of the apparitions that we've seen?
Yes.
Right.
Or possible illusions or anything. This is the very first.
Yeah, this is the first time. That's what I'm saying.
But you guys never actually touched the body of the person. You touched the bat and the ball. The ball that he chucked at you, and the bat that he was hitting Zach with.
Which is why I wanted to see if those which is why pardon, when you said that the bat and the ball had disappeared as well.
No, they have not disappeared. There's
They've
bats
not.
and balls, but because
No.
there was a breeze in there, there's other bats and balls that fell into the ground at this point.
Right. Are there any of them with blood or anything on them? In other words, can we tell if what we
Actually,
got
you find a ball with blood on it that's fresh. That looks like it's the ball that hit you with, and then there's the bat there that has
Right.
blood on it from hitting Zach.
Okay, right. That's interesting. I'm going to look at Alison and say one word. Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Well,
Look,
that requires more research, but yes, you guys can
Yeah,
come up with
but-
that as a theory.
no, as in this is my thought is that because as a player, as soon as you, it's only because we're in a sports store and he's attacking us. We're being attacked with stuff that is in the store, which is why I thought.
But technically,
Yes.
poltergeists never have physical appearances like of humanoid stuff, and they don't hit people except by moving objects around. And they typically
Right, well,
appear
there's-
in
Okay, I can
houses,
I can
apartments.
think of. Well, this is the first. So what we've got here.
How about let me let's hit a pause on the potential theory, you guys, because right now you guys are in hostile territory.
Well, I'm saying this as we're going back. Presumably
Right.
going back.
So as you guys are going back, let's cut back to Jeffrey Yellowblossom because he has not had any turns. So as you guys, and it's gonna take you guys a minute to, especially since Zach's arm and leg has been both attacked, and from his arm being attacked and leg being attacked, he's got 2 dots of aggravated damage and 1 dot of bashing damage done to him. So he is kind of limping back, even though he's still got more than half health available. He is hurting.
Allison's gonna help him walk the way back.
I was about to say, kind of
What?
coming up with theories in hostile environment. I can't imagine your characters being calm enough right now.
No. So I'm going to help back, but I'm also going to sit. I
At
help
least
him as well.
rational theories.
Right.
But I'm also yeah, fair enough, fair comment. But I'm also going to see if I can get on the radio. I'm still call up Jeffrey, just to let him know. Was that static again?
Did Jeffrey take a radio?
He took all of his equipment when he cleaned it and prepared for the day, remember?
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just asking a question. But currently your radios that you guys have are currently dead.
Okay, thank you. Fair enough. I was trying a bit.
Now the radio that Jeffrey has is currently living. All right, so Jeffrey is in a completely different section of the mall, and he inspected the ventilation and the wiring and cannot find anything that would support or disprove your guys' theories. Of course, he's not even sure what the hell he's looking at. What else does he do while he's in this section of the mall? Because you took a couple hours doing all that, so you can't tell.
Well, if he really can't seem to find anything that looks like it might have been updated, recently worked on, new, etc., then it would naturally be an attempt to radio before either A, doubling back to a previous area where we had the quotation marks experiences, or B, recouping at camp before checking out another area.
All right. Before you do that, I didn't want to tell you this, but I'm going to be, depending on your role here, I'm going to be extra generous. You need to give me a wits investigation roll.
Okay. Does danger sense or common sense help out?
Common sense.
Okay, so would I add all 5 points to that too then?
Common sense is 5 points, or is it 4?
4, there we go.
Yeah, you would add
Right.
4 dice to that.
So
Wow.
wits and what else?
Wits, investigation, and common sense. And what's your special? Is investigation a specialty for you?
I have, yes, crime scene. I have 2 points there. So it'd be 12 dice, 12 rolls.
Okay, so let's see. What's your wits?
4 wits, 2 investigation, 4 for the common sense. So 10.
It'll be. I can't justify crime scenes because you're not investigating a crime scene.
Okay.
But because this is part of something that an investigator would know, I'm going to give you an extra dice for it. So it's going to be 11 dice.
Okay.
If you fail this, I am going to royally fuck your character.
I
Don't
R
say things like that.
11D10.
Because there's no reason you should fail this. I am sorry.
No, if I deserve something to because. Okay, hang on. I need to kiss the stone quick.
I'm gonna say this right now. That's 11 dice. Nobody has rolled beyond 9 dice tonight.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What's? Sorry, go on, Tabs.
Oh, I'm just saying, by the grace of the Yanmyoji, the Fujin, and the Raijin, I really hope I do not have a repeat of the last other playthroughs where something happens to super fuck me the rest of the playthrough. And enter. 10, 9, 9, 4, 3, 2, 4 1s. God damn it!
Wait. You got 4 1s? Wait. How many numbers did you get above 7?
I got.
He got 3 4, and then roll another d10. Tails roll. Oh, God.
So you got 3 good successes.
He got 5 successes.
5 successes, but he only got like what, 4 1s?
5 successes and 4 1s.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, but he's got to reroll any 10s though. You got any 10s?
Yep.
He did, and he got an 8.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. Okay, you actually succeeded this. As grim as that looked, you actually succeeded at this. You actually walked into what you could appear as the administration offices, and you as an investigator knows that the administration offices actually houses files of this location. Files like financial data, as well as architectural files of what the building, the original blueprints of this building before making a copy of it and sending it to City Hall.
Which works because I did say I like to go by the old filing cabinets and systems while critiquing Tech Geek over there.
You actually found a lot of things that would be useful, but you're not sure if you're gonna are you gonna check it out in the office? Or are you gonna spend some time in the offices? Or are you gonna head back to the group?
This situation,
this is gonna take a while.
With trying to compile this kind of information, man, one part of me says I should just grab what I can and take it back, but I feel like there's more than just a couple of handfuls.
Oh, there's more. You're gonna need probably a couple trips by yourself. Like if you do it by yourself, you're gonna need a couple trips. This is gonna take you probably the rest of the night.
To radio Allison to let her know my findings, since she seems to be the data processing person.
So far you're getting nothing.
Damn cheap dollar peeper knockoffs.
Oh no, that's not these. These are military grade radios.
Oh, that's his dialogue as a.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
As a skeptic and just a detective in general.
I like your skepticism.
And okay, so I'm just going to, bust out the flashlight, keep the camera rolling, and then just continue going through the files so I can understand, process, and what is that word? Where as you're doing this stuff, you kind of talk about it so you can rehash it later.
Basically, like, talk out loud and record it into your memory, so that way you can
correct
bring all your findings and theories to the group.
Correct, and that way it's also on the camera in case later on I need to revisit the thoughts.
Exactly. Oh, that's good. I like that. You're using the cameras. All right, let's take a quick we're gonna say 7-minute break. Get some water before we move on to the next scene. Get some water, use the restroom, do what you guys got to do, and we'll be back in 7 minutes.
Okay.
Dandy.
to the final. All right, to the second part of the stream. This will be it for a little bit. All right, so you guys managed to make it back up to the common area where back up to the food court where you're able to help tend to Zach's wounds a little bit, because unfortunately aggravated damage, that's like really bad damage, like we're talking broken limbs, we're talking bashing damage is okay, but I believe that heals within like not that long, maybe a day's worth of rest. Lethal damage and aggravated damage, so it goes like
aggravated damage is what vampires take when they hit sunlight for fire.
So basically, to describe the severity, it goes bashing, lethal. So if you get hit with a weapon that does bashing, that's the lightest damage you could take. Lethal is the second, is like the medium one, and then aggravated is very, very heavy. So it does take time to heal from it. So with that said, he's not overly hurt because you have like what, total of 8 dots.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
And you only took 2 points of aggravated damage.
I believe.
Yeah, it's the
you had me do 2 stars and 1 was a slash.
Yes. So that's 2 aggravated damage and 1 bashing damage. But like I said, bashing damage you can heal from pretty quickly, I believe.
Well,
I believe. But we will talk about that in a minute. Right now, we got to get you some first. The team has to get you some first aid.
So bashing is 15 minutes. Yeah, that's one reason why I'm again to try to get hold of the detective, because he might have first aid skills.
Unfortunately, you have no available walkies. All the walkies in the area are dead for some strange reason.
Don't suppose by any chance we're anywhere near
intelligence science roll for anyone who wants to do it. Only one person though. And it's not, and Jeffrey's out.
I don't have any science.
I don't have any science, so that's gonna be -3.
So you have, all right. What's your intelligence?
I've got intelligence. I've got encyclopedic knowledge and eidetic memory, so I don't know if they would either of those would come. My intelligence is 3.
Encyclopedic knowledge and your intelligence is 3, and then you have no science, correct?
I have no science, correct.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me check encyclopedic knowledge. Eidetic memory might, if you've read this before.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna just give you encyclopedic knowledge would actually work. So that would be so you have 3 for that. You have 4 for encyclopedic knowledge. And then and then if you're unskilled in sciences, what is that, like minus what?
It's -3. Unskilled is -3 for mental skills.
All right, so 7 minus 3. So you got a -3 to your dice pool. So you get to roll 4 dice.
Okay, so it's minus to the dice pool, not to the scores. Right, okay.
No. It's it's minus to the dice pool.
Okay.
So like when I tell you to roll, and someone says, "Oh, I only have like 2 dots in intelligence, and I have no dots in a mental skill," and you got to take that -3. That's where the 1 comes. That's where that 1 luck dice come in.
Oh, that's a bugger. That's only 4 successes, include the reroll.
I hope to God that's. I hope to God that's
10, 9, 9, 7.
Yeah, that's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Roll the fucking reroll, you dick.
I reroll. No, I did. I rerolled the 10, and the 10 was a 5, so that wasn't that.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, so you know for a fact that with everything, like your camera batteries are dead. I would like to point out your camera on Ravenwood's headset camera, because you got hit in the face with the ball, is busted. But all the cameras are dead. Your cell phones, if you had them on you, are dead. So you actually do realize there was an electrical magnetic disturbance in the area that actually did not fry out your phone, but discharged your batteries.
That's weird. Again, that's another EM.
Because that means there was an electromagnetic energy inside that room.
There was something in there that... It
Well,
appears to main battles.
paranormal activity can generate electromagnetic activity as well, but that's where you get the electromagnetic frequencies from. But you've never seen it to this grade, but that would explain why the EMFs were going crazy. And by the way, all your EMF readers are all dead within that area. So yeah, that would explain why your batteries were discharged.
Okay, so folks, I would suggest next time we get major EMF spikes, we at the very least switch off. If not, don't go in with anything electrical, because that's probably what drained the batteries.
In the meantime, who's gonna roll? Who's gonna roll to while you're doing while you're calling out to this from your knowledge? Who is doing the first aid? The first aid on Zach.
I don't have any medicine.
Not me.
What does it matter at this point? It's survival of the fittest. You guys got to help him out. He's sitting there in pain.
I only get the 3 intelligence. That means I'm gonna roll nothing.
Exactly.
You're gonna roll 1 dice, a luck dice. You know, take. So what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna leave your friend sit there in pain with potentially broken?
No. I'll roll the 1 die. Hold on.
I mean, I do have medicine for myself, so.
Oh no, it's a
There you
10
go. That's like,
You got a 10?
and a 2.
Oh boy.
Can you-
Well, if you want, as you can instruct him, you can roll. If you got medicine for yourself, give me an intelligence plus medicine roll there. Chris, do you have anything in your merits that might help you?
Iron stamina.
No, that won't help you. So,
Yeah.
He's got 1 success. Go ahead and roll that as you're going to walk him through, and any successes you get will add to his bonus. Or will add to his. So you're going to play it off that your character is instructing Allison how to help you.
Yep.
Okay, 1 second. Quadruple 8s.
Nice, you got all 8s. Hell yeah! So that's 5 successes total between the two of you. So Allison is currently being instructed by Zach on how to help, and is getting the correct bandages and making sure that none of the bones are broken. You're pretty sure the bones are not broken, but they're probably spraying. So you are kind of like you're instructing her how to put on. Zach's going to instruct her how to put them in stents to make sure that if they are broken, they don't move around. Now, if you guys come up with this idea, the idea is going to leave your head like you losing your train of thought. The idea of going to the hospital while in the middle of this investigation.
I wish you'd stop
not gonna
reading my
happen.
mind.
I
I was literally about to say, shall we call 911?
Actually,
We can't call 911. Phones don't work.
Yes, but when we get near that, some of it does. I'm just saying, but if it doesn't,
that thought is not even driving your guys' minds right now.
yeah,
People is really railroading us, guys. I say we have another GM take over.
Yeah, I think about that, and then something distracts me.
Yeah, nothing. Like it's like it's like the thought was extracted out of your mind. Like you thought about it, and you're like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that." You're not sure why.
That's odd. But memo to
Storyteller is determined to keep us here
memo
for
to
13
Stel.
days.
Yeah, if I haven't already,
I'm volunteering to stay behind for the next trip out. So, yeah.
he's like, Zach's like, if we get the fuck out of here, leave me out of this mess. I'm going. I want to go home.
Memo to self. If
Actually, for some strange reason, Zach is not like. Chris, tell me, what is Zach's emotional state right now? Given the fact that he just took a beating from a potential spirit, what is his emotional state?
I mean, that was a definite spirit.
We don't know if it's a definite spirit.
We couldn't hit it.
We never
didn't
tried to hit
try.
him.
I thought you tried to grab it though.
Tried.
but he never got close enough.
Oh, okay. My
With
bad.
the sweet Caroline, he was reaching out, touching it, touching you.
Yeah. He reached out, but as
But-
he reached
And
out,
touch
Zach
space.
right now is probably a little freaked out because there's someone in the mall that is willing to hurt us.
Give me a resolve composure roll. Let's see if he really is freaked out.
Two successes.
You're not freaked out at all. You're actually perfectly calm about this.
Well, it's not the first time I had my ass beaten before.
if we
I was gonna say, you come up with something, or I got this for you. Your character, for some strange reason, even though you just took a beating, is insanely calm. As to why that is, don't know.
we
Maybe
we-
maybe it has to do with something. Maybe it's something that I slip in a defense mechanism that I slip into ever since my sister disappeared.
Could be that. Could be a number of things.
If it weren't for the fact that we're going to need to get the rest, I'd almost suggest we go back to one of these places where we've had an encounter and
Oh,
have a look. See
You
if
do
we-
that. I'm gonna get some sleep.
No, like I said, if we have the time, or indeed when we have them, it might be worth looking around, looking in these places, doing a Scooby Doo. And yes, I do mean that. And seeing if there's any hidden doors or any secret doors or anything, because everybody seems to disappear. But that last encounter, clearly the bat and the ball were real, but that wasn't a holographic projection. So one possibility will be that actually was a real person that attacked us, and then when our backs were turned, they got out of there somehow.
Okay. What's Allison doing in this after she finishes doing first aid and puts by the way, you do have access to painkillers, so you do give him some painkillers and antibiotics to help with infection, which Zach does instruct Allison on that. After Allison is done with that,
We had all this?
it's a possibility. Painkillers are like not that expensive.
Don't
Okay.
argue with the GM when he's helping you out. Memo to self.
Hey,
Yeah,
I gave you. No. I'm not helping you out. I gave you the gun, so now I'm going to give you painkillers.
That's what I'm saying. You're helping. You're saying yes. He's quizzing.
That's not really helping because Witch King requested that his character Allison would have a gun, given her resources and the ability that she would have something as a backup plan. I'm just giving the painkillers because that's also the bonus I'm giving Zach because I didn't, because he didn't mention he had danger sense or anything with his character.
Oh,
so
what?
there's the additional bonus for that. So I'm not helping. I'm giving what I promised.
Okay, I was being nice.
I'm not. When am I being like? I'm the GM. When am I ever nice? I
Guess
just
what,
beat one of the characters. I beat
I was
one of the
trying to
characters
be
down.
nice
We are
to
gonna
the
have some
GM.
fun. I
Hold on.
know.
Hold. Colin, shut up.
Yeah. I'm memo to self. Go to library. Read good first aid books.
And then go back in time and implant that knowledge in your past self.
No, just read good books. 4 points in encyclopedic knowledge,
All right.
2 points in eidetic memory. Read books.
So what is Allison doing after this encounter?
She is fingering her pentacle necklace and whispering to herself, praying to the Great Mother, the female goddess thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna cut over to Jeffrey Yellow Blossom, who's currently and knee deep in paperwork right now. I did promise you guys some bonuses, so here's what we are gonna do. Tails, are you currently with us?
Yes.
All right. There's a lot of things you found. You found actually 2 newspaper clippings that is framed and on the wall. Here's the couple bonuses for you guys. The first picture, the first newspaper clipping is construction crew breaks ground of 1968 for the Super Mart Mall. And it says construction crew and new owner breaks ground for a new mall named the Super Mart Mall that will bring business to Detroit. The mall will be completed and operational in roughly 2 years. I believe that was also another newspaper clipping that was found in the previous session. The next newspaper clipping is mall completed, dated for 1970. The Supermart Mall construction has finally been completed and will be open in the summer of 1970 as soon as the winter breaks. The news article also has a particular date. It is March 2nd, 1970. You also found the original blueprints of this mall.
Oh,
What are
fuck
you
yeah.
currently doing with this information?
Well, I will definitely take the blueprint with me just in case for some reason the one on the digital file does not match the hard copy, or we can align the renovations just because sometimes things get lost or hidden, such as I think it was a Shibuya Mall, where they actually found an entire chamber that they sealed away when they redid the entire building, and they just somehow forgot during the renovation that it was even there. Type of stuff.
Okay, fair enough. So, so you're gonna are you taking it back now? Or are you doing anything else? I mean, you have a time. Like at this point in time, once you regroup, it'll probably like I'm just trying to see if you're gonna do any other actions real quick before we wrap this up.
Now I feel like it's time to regroup with the group to let them know what I found, so that way we can proceed to prove or disprove accordingly.
All right. So as you make your way back to the group, which actually takes you a few minutes, we are gonna cut. I'm gonna cut back. Do you take the frame clippings, don't you?
I take the frame clippings and the blueprint. Yes.
Okay. So you actually go back to the wall of weird you guys are creating, and you are actually putting up the frame clippings on the timeline, and you put up the blueprints. All right. Before anything else, now we already have Zach, who is currently passed out for the night. What's the rest of you guys doing? It is currently roughly between the times of 4 and 6 a.m. It's not quite 6, but it's already past 4 o'clock. It's already mostly through the night.
What? Can I point out, since I did look this up, bashing wounds are regained in 15 minutes. So theoretically,
Can I GM the game?
Yes, no, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I didn't know if you got down there.
All right.
Right.
I don't mean to put it like
up.
that. I'm going to put it like that. I'm already aware of that. I'm
Okay,
asking what
fair
your
enough.
characters are doing. So, no. Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to do? Like, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I suppose theoretically, if we've got the power to do so, we should try and find out who that was in the sporting goods store.
Yeah, maybe look for secret tunnels or steam tunnels or something like that.
Well, I suspect that's going to take us quite some time, and we're all somewhat
Hence
knackered.
the foundational blueprints.
Well, if that's the case, then Allison's just going to go check the computer station and see if anything got erased or anything like that.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll have another look through, see if I can see anything that, because we saw what the guy looked like, didn't we? In the
Yep.
Was there anything distinguishing particular about him?
He wasn't dressed in what you would call modern day clothing. The clothing looked kind of old. He did have a baseball jacket on.
Right. Then I'm going to see if I can find anything with a baseball, any notification of the baseball. Bearing in mind that I'm definitely going to have to go and talk to my colleagues here on the subject of baseball. But any identifying marks on their team names, etc. Also, anything happening or around the sports shop.
All right, this will require an intelligence plus academics, and then so you add your intelligence and academics dice dots together to get your dice pool, and then add 4 to it. I'm assuming you're using a computer to research this.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yep. So it'll be intelligence plus academics plus 4 additional dice.
Okay. 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 That's 110. Okay. 10, 9, 7, and the reroll was a 9, and no ones. So that will be, I believe, that makes 4 successes.
You found on the internet. You found a description. You did recall seeing the baseball jacket, and it did say on there. It had a picture of. Boy, I do not. Give me 1 second.
Would it have a mascot on it or the person's name on it?
It would have mascot. Oh yeah, yep. It had the for the high school team, it had a tiger. And you do research that, and you actually find out that there was a person in the sports store at the Supermart Mall that was actually killed, and the news article reads as such: high school baseball player beaten to death, and the date is set for 1977 at the Supermart Mall. And the article reads as such: high school baseball player of Detroit High School was beaten to death by 10 students of the opposing team as that they had a game the next night. The game was canceled due to the death of one student and the arrest of the 10 other students. It seems that they were messing with him, and he attempted to fight all students, but they removed bats from the sports gear store shelves and proceeded to beat him to death to defend themselves against his attack. Ray Pensky was presumed dead as paramedics arrived on scene. The 10 students were arrested, 5 males and 5 females. The 10 students were sentenced to life in the Detroit prison upon the funeral of Ray Pensky.
Jeez.
And it has this picture of Ray Pensky, and it is the same face of the person who attacked you.
Okay. And this happened in the store somehow?
Yes, it happened in the sports gear store of the Supermart Mall.
So far, everything appears to be, as far as we can tell, everything appears to be in the place where it's connected, where we can identify a particular location.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they happened. The only one which makes me suspect that the guy that disappeared while the place was being built was probably brought here, killed, and then buried in the and then Jimmy Hoffa here, rather than killed elsewhere, because it would appear that everything is occurring in the same location where it happened, where the event happened. Because what that does mean that if this is actually someone, if this is someone who is playing games, if this is a normal mortal, non-supernatural event and someone winding us up, for want of a better phrase, they have got a lot of information about this place, or
It's clearly not non-supernatural because there was a dead person who just looks the same as he did when he died.
Right. Yeah, except. Yeah, indeed. Unless it is makeup or computer generation or something. I was going to, but then again, I might have just defeated my own argument on grounds that I was going to say, which would assume that he knew where this guy that was killed in '69 was killed. But of
Yep.
course, we don't know that because his body was never found and no crime scene was found.
Exactly.
Maybe that it. I'm not clicking.
Just be glad we're not dealing with time travel.
I'm sorry, folks. My head's going. I'd rather be doing that. My head's going.
I made a murder mystery game that's giving. I made a murder mystery game that's actually giving Colin a run for his money.
Next, a time travel murder mystery.
Okay.
To really make our minds go crazy.
Calm down there, Doctor.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's reel it in, reel it in.
Let's save time travel for British entertainment, okay?
Oh man.
Or unless
sorry.
there's a funky 1980s DeLorean involved.
Oh my
Or a
God.
phone box.
Okay,
You
reel
gum.
it in.
God,
Reel it in. A little
You
bit.
kids are
gonna look for tire tracks.
so young, and I'm the one that was thinking about an American show. I'm the one that was thinking about floating through time with Doug and Tony in the time tunnel.
Mhm.
I'm the one that was going to say.
All right, so okay, so that's that. Does Allison have any final actions to do real quick?
Can
I mean, well, you already did say you were going to go look over the footage to see if anything was lost.
Yeah.
Well, the footage is very blurry and scratchy. It's crap. Which does signify potential paranormal activity, but very strong paranormal activity, something you've never encountered before.
Yeah. I'm going to be taking notes of everything from now until the end of this mission, if you want to call it that, investigation.
Yep. This job.
Yeah, because that stuff is really odd, and if she forgets her memory, or her memory is erased or something, she wants to have notes.
Fair enough. And I will give Jeffrey Yellowblossom one last action. What would that be, sir? Anything at all?
I'm back with the party, and I'm just.
You're staring at the two articles on the timeline, and you're staring at the map. The map, the blueprints of the mall.
Could I roll an investigation on this to see if any details might look like they're going to pop out or stand out to me?
Oh, absolutely. But I'm going to tell you what you're going to roll here to notice this. Give me 1 second. I will definitely give you this roll.
Because I got that detective hunch going on, that gut feeling, you know?
Give me an intelligence and investigation roll to notice your details.
Okay. Here we go. This is where it's all going to come crashing down on me. I'm going to die investigating. Nope. I got 6433.
Oh, nope. You passed out.
This is interesting.
Yep. You're done. It is currently after 6 a.m. in the morning. You guys have spent all night probably freaked out of your damn minds.
Just a wee bit.
It's 'tis but a flesh wound to our mental memory.
We definitely need to get some good rest.
Indeed.
I think we will call it that. And we've actually been playing for 2 hours. I think we are going to call it here.
Yes.
So, how'd you guys like that?
That was fun.
All right. A little bit different from the previous sessions where you guys just go in, investigate, have a couple mental issues. Now you've got physical contact, but unfortunately no physical contact to the form, just with the weapons that the form was using.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all right. Real quick before we continue, we are going to before we wrap this up. All right, so it'll be 1 day pass. Let me look up some things. Actually, we'll talk about this later. Real quick, we'll talk about this behind scenes. Real quick, let's have everyone go around the table, starting with Colin. Why don't you got anything to say to our audience tonight?
I hope you enjoyed our suffering and beating up and abuse. And we will hopefully see you next week for the continuing story of however many nights we survive at Supermart Mall.
I would like to point out the GM enjoyed his time.
The GM always enjoys his time.
I was waiting for someone to go, "You're a monster."
Oh, I didn't know if you were gonna call out.
I was waiting to see who was going to call me out on this crap.
No, you're a monster. We know this. It's your goal to kill us and deprive us of sanity.
What's
No,
the point
no,
of
it's
calling it
my
out
goal
when we all know it already?
No, it's my goal to tell a story. A really good
You're,
story.
I've
you're
enjoyed
the,
the experience so far, though.
you're the GM. Being a monster goes without saying. It's in the job description.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
will
you
say-
play monsters. Of course you're a monster.
There we go. All right. Well, I do want to point out here too. You guys are actually the way you're playing your characters, and I can tell you guys do have some frustration with solving this mystery, even as players. With very little metagaming in this session, I was actually very more happy with that. So, just so you guys know, you guys do have some good things coming your way. Coming up in the next session, because you guys have uncovered things quicker, far more quickly than I anticipated in my notes. So you guys got some bonus content coming up. So you guys got some stuff coming up already. You guys already got some bonus stuff tonight. You got more coming. So maybe you guys can resolve this matter and before the end of the 13 nights. One thing I would like to point out to the audience, though, before we also wrap this up, is it is not my intentions without a reason as to why certain thoughts do leave your characters, but there is a reason behind it.
Oh,
okay.
So,
No doubt.
but your characters do not
Alright.
know that. But a little spoiler alert for our audience as well as you guys, it is a supernatural reason. So, yeah.
Oh.
So, let's move on to the next person. Spartacus, anything for our audience tonight?
Nothing planned so far. So,
Okay. Would you like to say goodnight to everyone?
good night, everyone.
Oh, so bland. All right, and Tails.
Hey guys, this has been a fun experience. Jeffrey Yellow Blossom feels like he's hot on the trail of something. His gut hunch is speaking up, but ending the night unconscious would make it hard for him to have that type of monologue. So this has been a pretty fun experience, though. Like I guess Table said, minimal metagaming, maximum input, and it's felt pretty immersive. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
And Witch King.
Hello again. I'm the Witch King of Summer, and I've been playing Allison Blackwell. And yeah, although to be honest, I was metagaming a little bit because I saw that I had a dot and firearms. Like, oh, let's have a firearm.
Oh,
But in
that's
retrospect,
no,
you
that
did
was-
kind of justify it.
Yeah, I was about to say, we don't have to keep going with that. No, that's not even what I was mentioning with metagaming. No, you're good.
No, I wasn't thinking you were saying that. I was saying
Okay.
that I thought
Okay.
about metagaming.
Yep, fair enough. You're good. All right.
Well,
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the session as much as we enjoyed playing it.
All right. Oh, I did. I had a fun time.
Well, I know you did. I was
Oh.
talking to the audience.
Yeah, good. All right. Awesome. Moving on. All right, you guys all have a great night. This is Tabletop Junkie. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Join us next Friday, which is going to be the first session in October of 13 Nights at the Supermart Mall. So please join us next Friday for our next session. And it's going to even get we're gonna get even more spooky with it. We've got more stuff going to be happening, and I cannot wait to see what this team of people do going forward with this investigation going on. So, yep, tune in, and remember to always work hard, play hard, game on, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening.
Good night, folks.
Bye.
Where the shadows creep, vampires thirst for the crimson feast. Werewolves howl in the midnight prowl. No peace, no rest in the beast in doubt. Casting spells under moon's blue light. Hunters stalking through the endless night. Changelings whisper secret dreams. In a world of shadows, nothing is as it seems. Living in the darkness where the monsters roam. Veil of shadows where the lost find home. Creatures of the night standing side by side. In a world of darkness, nowhere to hide. Prometheus, soul-seeking lost humanity. Chased, wandering, searching for the sanity. Mortals mind to the wars unseen. In this twisted world, what does it mean?